Welcome to the Office of the Assessor Recorder's new YouTube channel. The purpose of these videos is to provide an online training to demonstrate how to fill out the 571L form. This new channel is designed to complement our existing services and to enhance our customer service. If you received a 571L form, it is because you do or have done business in San Francisco. We receive phone calls on a regular basis asking, hey, I closed my business on January 7th. Why did I get this form? The lien date for the state of California is 12:01 a.m. on January 1st. You received this form because your business was in operation as of January 1st. You're required to report business fixed assets as of 12:01 a.m. on January 1st. Although your business was already closed, you're still required to file, unfortunately. The filing due date is April 1st. Please modify your name and mailing address if necessary. For instance, a name is misspelled or a mailing address is incorrect on your pre-printed form. So how do you correct it? Simply draw a single line through it and write in the correct name or mailing address. San Francisco has a sizable workforce that works from home. Consultants, web designers, meeting planners. So how do you report a home office? You report the amount determined by the percent used for your business. We often have business owners ask us, what if I'm a contractor and all my tools are in my truck and I don't live in San Francisco, but I have clients in San Francisco? Once the form is filled out, please state the information in the remarks section, sign, date, and return the form. We will note this in your account for the future. What if you're a painter and all you have are paintbrushes? Where do you report this? Well, small as they may seem, those are your tools. You will report this under Tools. Part 1 is where you fill out your general information. It is very important to fill out your contact information in case we have any questions regarding your filing. If you own the land, please check yes under Part 1C and answer the next question. If you do not own the land at your business location and you are renting, check no. You don't need to indicate that you are a tenant. Part 2 is where you declare that property that belongs to you. First are supplies. Report what you have on hand by taking a physical inventory or by estimating the average of 12 months of all your operating supply accounts. Take your annual office supplies expense and divide by 12 to get a trended average. This is the amount you should report because it's assumed that you have 1 month's worth of supplies. For example, if I bought 500 glassy window envelopes this year and 10 boxes of self-stick labels, the total cost including sales tax is $224. If you divided that by 12, it's $18.67. So I will report $19 as supplies. The second item is your equipment. Please flip to the back side of the form. Here in Schedule A, you will declare your assets in the proper categories and year of acquisition. Once you complete this schedule, you will subtotal the assets on line 35 and transfer this amount to the front of the form, Part 2, line 2. It may look daunting, but if you tackle a section at a time, it's pretty straightforward. In reporting the costs, please include sales tax, freight, and installation costs associated with the asset. Under column 5A, you would report all of your personal computers. Generally, application software is exempt from unsecured business personal property taxes and does not need to be reported on the 571L. However, operational software is not exempt and needs to be reported on the 571L. Examples of application software include Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Photoshop, TurboTax, and QuickBooks. Operational examples include Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows XP, and Mac OS X. The next section is Leasehold Improvements. Here, you'll report any leasehold improvements that you have made by year of acquisition. Renters or lessees should list improvements under Schedule B, such as newly installed cubes or offices, light fixtures and remodeling, or any other light construction. Examples of leasehold improvement structures and fixtures are listed on the instructions page enclosed with your 571L form. Soft costs must be reported. Architecture fees, design fees, permits and licenses, engineering fees, carrying charges during construction such as taxes, interest, and insurance, all those are to be included. You will subtotal your leasehold improvements in the line 60 and transfer this amount to the front of the form, Part 2, line 4. Many people have questions about this section, so don't hesitate to call our office at 415-554-5531. Once again, 415-554-5531. We have auditors who could further assist you. Okay, now back to the form. If you have construction in progress as of 12:01 a.m. on January 1st of the current year, you will report that amount in Part 2, Line 5. Let's hit a few of the most common questions about Part 2. Where should I report artwork? Artwork is reported under Other Equipment. In the description, write in artwork. What if I don't have any equipment that I capitalize? Expensed equipment should also be reported on the 571L form annually until disposed. Expensed equipment should be classified in the same manner as capitalized equipment. All valuation and assessment procedures are the same as used for similar types of property. A very common question is, how do I report the assets included in a business that I purchased from a previous owner? The assets should be reported using the previous owner's cost and year of acquisition. If you don't know the previous owner's cost, report the purchase cost in the year you acquire the business. In Part 3, you'll report any equipment that you leased. Please be sure to indicate who is responsible for the taxes on each lease according to the lease agreement. If you don't have any leased equipment, just indicate none in the space provided. Simple enough. Once you've completed the form, remember to sign and date it at the bottom. If the form is not signed, it will be returned to you. It's not considered filed until it's signed and returned. This is very important. Please remember to sign and date the form. A 10% penalty will be applied if the signed form is not postmarked by May 7th. The 571L form is initially due by April 1st. If you wait until the last date is sent and it's received without a signature, that could be a problem. Maybe you go on vacation, maybe you don't check your P.O. box very often. I'm sorry. A 10% penalty will be applied if we don't receive the signed and postmarked form by May 7th. Please double check that you've signed and dated the 571L when you finish completing it. On behalf of the Office of the Assessor Recorder, thank you for viewing our video training. We hope this has helped you in filling out your 571L form. If you think of any other questions, please feel free to contact us at 415-554-5531. We're always happy to help you. Thanks again for watching our video.